Hello, this is Father Louis Skirty with Friends of the Word. I'm here today at the North Haledon Municipal Alliance. We wanted to give you a little overview of what the Alliance is all about here in North Haledon, New Jersey. And then the second part of the show, we're going to focus on the dropbox, and we'll give you that information. I'm going to ask Chief Bracco to begin our meeting with the call to order.
This meeting is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. This meeting of December 17th, 2015 was included in a list of meetings noticed, advertised in the North Jersey Herald and News and the Hawthorne Press on January 22nd, 2015. Was posted on the bulletin board and the same date and remains continuously posted as the required notices under the statute. In addition, a copy of this notice is and has been available to the public and is on file in the office of the municipal clerk. Proper notice having been given, the Secretary is directed to include this statement in the minutes of this meeting. Do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll ask Father Skirty to do a prayer.
Father, Creator of all, we gather as members of the civic community, asking your blessings of peace and tranquility on our society and each of our hearts. We ask this with faith in your name, our Creator. Amen. Amen.
Okay, we'll have the Secretary do the roll call. I believe everybody got the minutes of the previous meeting. Can I have a motion to approve the previous minutes?
So moved.
Second?
I do.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So be it.
Now what happens is, Chief, we'll go through the agenda for today's meeting, and prior to that, I'm going to ask each person here to introduce themselves very briefly.
I'm Ruth Cooter, and I'm here on behalf of Eastern Christian High School.
My name is Howard Jost. I'm here on behalf of the seniors, the Senior Club of North Haledon.
And Howard has been a guest on our program before, and he and his wife are both members of the Alliance.
Robert Bracco, Chief of the North Haledon Police Department.
And you know me.
My name is Heather Sperato. I'm here representing the Alliance as the Administrator Coordinator.
Now, this meeting is in December. Shopping and holiday and all that stuff intervene. Usually this whole table is full, but we want to give you an overview of what happens at the meeting. So I'll be quiet and I'll allow Chief to take over. I know Chief has a very pressing meeting, so when he's finished and he has to leave, we'll take over.
Committee membership guests. What's this in response?
So number A here, under 1, committee membership guests, we wanted to thank the mayor of North Haledon for sending letters out to the various schools in our town, just to encourage other folks to participate in the Alliance, as our purpose is to try to help fund programs for education on drugs and alcohol. We received some very positive feedback from many of the schools, and here mentioned, just wanted to make sure that the committee was aware that at the January 21st meeting, we will have 2 representatives from Manchester High School who will be joining the committee. The first is Dr. Richard Ney, who is the principal at Manchester High, and also Mr. John Serpigia. Sorry if I mispronounced the last name. He's the business administrator. In addition to that, we're continuing our efforts to gain new members for the committee. Shanti has invited some additional guests. Lauren Golden will be joining us from the Home School Association. And yeah, we're just continuing our efforts and hope that folks are continuing to reach out and communicate to other people in the community as we would like to gain additional members.
Thank you. Before Chief leaves, and he does have a pressing engagement, I'd like you, Chief, just to give an overview of what the work of the Alliance is all about, and then as you leave, we'll take the rest of the agenda.
The Alliance deals with drug prevention. It's funded through the Governor's Council, and we we do senior programs. We bring in speakers to talk to seniors regarding, drug usage and the proper usage of the prescription medications. Father Lou has spoken at the senior meetings. We've done in the past programs at the high schools with mostly the seniors in the high schools, where we bring in speakers regarding, could be DWI, or it could be results of drug abuse. We had a handicapped person come in who overdosed and is now permanently disabled. That was a couple of years ago. So we deal with basically trying to prevent the abuse of drugs, both prescription and illegal drugs. Right now we have a prescription dropbox in the police headquarters that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's to dispose of unused medications that you may have in your home. It's another way of preventing them falling into the wrong hands and possibly causing more abuse. And I believe we're going to go further into that later on.
Yes.
Okay. And that's basically our overview.
Great. Howard, would you like to explain what happened at the senior luncheon?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. One of the things that the Alliance does is to sponsor a luncheon for the Golden Age Club. And what happens there is that a speaker comes, one that has been arranged by the committee, to talk about drug awareness. The most recent meeting had to do with the Dropbox. They brought a mobile Dropbox, and this was the first time, so people had a lot of medications which they brought around and put them in. A couple of the folks of the police officers also spoke. And in the past, we've talked about alcohol abuse and so forth.
Great. And my experience there at the luncheon was, first of all, it's a great reception.
Oh, yes.
And you get a lunch besides speaking, as well as Mr. Galuccia, who's on our alliance. We spoke about the use and misuse of drugs, outdated prescriptions, sharing prescriptions, and the problems that arise with that. We also warn senior citizens to be very aware of what's in their medicine cabinets if they have young people in the house or visiting the grandchildren or children, because misplaced drugs and into the wrong hands can be fatal. And that's our main focus here, to educate the public on the use and misuse of drugs. Heather, you want to include anything?
Well, one of the other interesting programs that we run is Movie on the Mountain, where we rent a very large screen and set it up over in the fields over here behind this building. And it's very well received. We usually run a children-friendly movie, and everyone in town is invited, and they bring their sleeping bags and blankets and snacks and set up to watch the movie. But prior to, we run commercials or little video spots, I guess, that are geared towards focusing on drug and alcohol prevention and education. At times we've actually filmed commercials here in town with various members of the police staff or administrative staff, and again, just messages of being aware of drinking and driving and drug use and so forth. So that's a great program, and I know everyone looks forward to it every year. Especially the children.
It's true. And they also have North Haledon Day, which of course is wonderful and very active, and the whole family comes to that. Okay, we're going to continue our meeting, and we'll pick up with the video later in front of the Dropbox, which is in the police station. So thank you for joining us to part one of meeting the North Haledon Municipal Alliance. Thank you. This is Father Lou with Friends of the Word and the Municipal Alliance representatives. Hi, this is Father Lou with part two of the North Haledon Alliance Day. Here we are outside the police headquarters, where we can show you how and where you could dispose of your used or outdated medications, drugs, prescriptions, and things like that. We are here at the North Haledon Alliance, the police department, and I'm going to walk in with you so you have an idea of what it would be like if you were going to park your car here in the parking lot and go inside. And you can be from anywhere in the Passaic County area, actually, anywhere in New Jersey. So if you're here in North Haledon on Overlook Avenue, you can come in and drop your medications, and it's a safe way to dispose of them. So let's go inside. This is police headquarters. Haledon is a low-key town, very nice town, and Officer Santora is here to welcome us. Welcome, Frank.
Welcome, Father.
Okay, Frank, why don't you let us know what the Dropbox is all about? Here, you go
Well, the
first.
Dropbox is right over here.
Okay.
And as Chief Bracco was explaining before, this is a Dropbox for any extra or expired medications you may have. And right here it says pills, capsules, patches, pet medications, anything you want. Goes right in here, works like a mailbox. It's all anonymous. And anything you want, you just drop right in there. No questions asked. You don't have to tell the dispatcher a thing. You just come on in, say hi, do your business, and you leave.
And just for the sake of information, why is it here so secure?
It's here, it's secure, that way no one can tamper with it, try to break in, or remove any of the articles without permission. It's all controlled, everything will be kept confidential. You don't even have to remove or scratch off the labels if you don't want. Just bring them in the containers there are, drop them right in there, and we'll dispose of it just like the rest of our evidence.
Right.
And it's all handled.
And this is very important because in all of our homes we have the old, outdated prescriptions, sometimes in the back of our closets or in medicine chests, and we don't want to instigate any problems. So in order to properly dispose of the medication, we invite you to go to any New Jersey Project Medicine Dropbox location. But here in North Haledon, we certainly welcome you in a safe environment, and it's protected by our local policemen. Thank you very much. Frank, I appreciate your being here.
Appreciate
and
it.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. This is Father Lou. It's before Christmas, and you'll hear this probably during Christmas season or after. Doesn't matter. Keep playing it and pass it on to your family, friends. Let me hear from you. Father Lou Skirty at hotmail.com. God bless you.